Rightio. So here we are. We're now looking at how do we import. So this is one of the, after you've set up the, let's say the connection, the channel, the API, so that your website and the warehouse are talking to each other, now we can start importing products. So if you try to import the products before that is set up, over in the settings, it's not going to work simply because there's nothing to talk to. So we've got two tabs here. We've got import dashboard where all the magic happens, and then you've got the settings. So the reason you've got these settings here, it allows you finer control if you want to over how the engine works in the background, and we've pre-selected essentially the recommended settings for you. I'll just quickly run through them now. If for any reason your import is stalled or not working, you can reset the import just by clicking that, and it'll clear all the settings to reset that. Orphaned images. So let's say that you delete a product and for some reason the images stayed on your website. You can delete orphaned images, so they're just like floating or leftover images. So then you're not weighing the back end of your website down or the server down with these tens or hundreds or whatever images which are doing nothing, and they're not used on your website. So you can just delete them, and now it should be cleaner and faster for you. This just allows you to that to happen. The orphaned attachments or orphaned images allows that deletion to happen while things are being automated. And then again, this is just a fine tuning, a speed up setting. It allows for your database queries to be optimized so that when it talks to your own database, that things are faster. I might be saying some things which don't make sense, but we'll speed through it. This word cron here just simply means automated thing in the background. Okay, so what we do is we import the products, and then we'll import any images associated with those products, and that way it keeps your server from being overloaded and too busy, because you don't want that to be slowed down for any reason. Let's say someone's buying something and you're trying to do an import later, then this just allows you to have a fully functioning website rather than being weighed down by the process of importing things. Okay. And this is a selection here. So if you don't want any products which are currently at this moment in time discontinued or out of stock, if you don't want them to be imported or to be available in the searching, when you're searching through products, you click this here, and then it just simply won't show up. You won't see it. But perhaps for some reason you might want to import them just to see what's available, or hoping that at some later date they are back in stock, then it's a good idea just to leave that deselected or untoggled. And then this is more for the nerds there. If for some reason when you're doing your import with your specific server settings set up, you can tweak these settings here to allow this plugin to essentially respond and listen to your server a little bit more, so that it will pause the import just briefly while the server is indicating that it's too busy. And in case this process, again based on your specific server settings, let's say you don't have enough memory, or you've got limited memory, not heaps and heaps of memory, what this allows you to do is just to kind of slow the process down from your end by your decision, rather than your server, your website, your server just getting clogged up and essentially blocking because it was trying to do too much given the limited resources that you might have. So again, that's been set here at the optimal initial settings, and you can tweak with those if you're finding things are just too slow or blocking up for some reason. Okay, and then you click Save Changes. That's if you want to tweak any of those, and then get back into here. Okay, so next we'll get on with the importing.